Day 886. Just talked to my mom. She was just so blown away by that call. They blow me away too. Like, I'm not bragging on myself, I'm bragging on God, because God's the one who gives me that stuff. And it's just like, phew, different level of speaking, different level of wisdom, like different level of passion. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. And from each one of these videos, like each one of these Warrior Wednesday calls, there's easily probably 15 different snippet videos that I can make that I could post out to the world. I really need someone to just watch the videos and break them into snippets, like, so I could just post them. Like, I'm talking to that video guy still. The first video he delivered just was not up to par at all. And yeah, so we're figuring that out, but there's just so much gold in those. But it's all right, it's God's timing. The videos aren't going anywhere. So yeah, but my mom was just talking. She's like, all right, this is it, like things are about to take off. And I know she's right. And I'm just thinking, like, how am I going to do all this, God? And I just have to keep remembering he's going to do it. And he's going to send me the people to help me do it. And it's just like, man, like, I'm just trying to get Warriors of God going. I'm just, and I'm going to work on, you know, losing weight and getting healthy and resting. And I'm going to put together this whole program for the church and then somehow manage that and lead that while I'm trying to get purpose clients and pay my bills and do all, like, how, God, like, and I just, the overwhelm starts to creep in. And then I just have to remember he's how, right? It's not focusing on my inability. It's focusing on his ability that matters. Not focusing on my inadequacy, but his adequacy. Focusing on what he can do, not what I can do. Because I don't have what it takes, but he does, and he's just going to use me. So I have to keep turning to that. Otherwise, I'm going to get completely overwhelmed, because there's just so much in front of me. So much opportunity, so much to do, so many things to create. And I'm a one-man band right now. But God's there, so I don't know how this is all going to unfold. Logically, it makes no sense how it possibly could. I don't have enough time, resources, whatever. And I'm just like desperately trying to make enough money to like be able to afford groceries at this point. So, yeah. So on top of all of these world-changing things that I'm working on that God is bringing to me, I also have to make money to be able to eat. And so it's just crazy, like how I should be so stressed and worried about that, but I just have so much peace with it. It just seems so small compared to the things that God is doing. And it's not insignificant, it just feels small. It's still significant, it's very important, but it just feels so small in the grand scheme of what God is doing that it feels small emotionally, as in like I'm not anxious and just in bed destroyed because of it, trying to escape life because I'm so stressed and anxious about my financial situation. It's just like, this is part of the process. It's going to be okay. It's going to get figured out. It's in the process. Things are falling into place. Things are lining up. Like, God's lining up all the dominoes, and as soon as the first one tips, the rest of them are going to tip, and the finances is a part of that. But you got to steward those finances. That's why I know every day now, part of my list of my yeses and the things I need to say yes to is stewarding the money that I do have. Even if it's $100 or $200, I got to manage that money like it's 200,000 or 200 million or 200 billion. So I can show God that, God, you could trust me with the money that you send me. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to just take these things on in my personal life that I've avoided my whole life, because he's my papa, but he's also my Lord, and the Lord is saying, get it together. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, tonight was just unbelievable, incredible. Yeah. And I just told my mom about the post that I did, and that was awesome. And I told her that my sister, her daughter, saw the post and didn't just like it, but she loved the post. And she sees that my mom's transforming, and you know, my mom was so happy she started crying. And it's like, Mom, that's why you're doing this. You're doing this for God, and you're doing this for your kids, and you're gonna have the most incredible relationships with all your kids and God, and just keep going. And that just really like empowered her and inspired her. So I'm glad I did that post, because I was hesitant to do it because I didn't want her to feel uncomfortable about it, but she knows it's an amazing blessing now, so the enemy can't lie to her anymore about that. So I'm gonna go inside and get ready for bed.